One is Ave Imperatrix. This is the second poem in my book. It might be different in yours because it's a collection of poems. It's not going to all be the same, even though when I was listening to an audiobook it was. So I'm going to start. Ave Imperatrix. Set in the stormy northern sea, the queen of these restless fields of tide, England, what shall men say of thee? Before whose feet the worlds divide, the earth, a brittle globe of glass, lies in the hollow of thy hand, and though its heart of crystal pass, it shadows through a twilight land. The spears of crimson-suited war, the long white-crested waves of fight, all the deadly fires which are the torches of the lords of night. The yellow leopards, strained and lean, the treacherous Russians know so well, with a gaping blackened jaws are seen, leap through the hail of screaming shell. The strong sea lion of England's wars hath left its sapphire cave of sea to battle with the stormy Mars, the stars of England's chivalry. The blazon-throated clarion blows across the Pathan's reedy fen, and the high steeps of Indian snows shake the tread of the armed men. And many an Afghan chief who lies beneath the cool pomegranate trees clutch his sword in fierce surmise when on the mountainside he sees the fleet-foot merry scout who comes to tell how he hath heard afar the measured roll of English drums, the beat at the gates of Kandahar. For southern winds east and wind meet. For southern wind and east wind meet, where grit and crowned by sword and fire, English with bare and bloody feet climbs the steep road of wide empire. O lonely Himalayan height, the gray pillar of the Indian sky, where sawest thou last in clanging flight our winged dogs of victory. The almond groves of Samarkand, Bukhara, where red lilies blow, and Oxus, where those yellow sand, by whose yellow sand the grave white turban merchants go, and on from thence to Ispahan, the gilded garden of the sun. That's gilded garden of the sun, whence the long dusty caravan brings cedar wood and vermilion. That dead city of Kabul, set at the mountain's scarped feet, whose marble tanks are ever full with water for the noonday heat, where through the narrow straight bazaar a light-made Circassian is led a present from the Tsar unto some old bearded Khan. What? Here have our wild eagles flown and flap wide wings in fiery fight, but the sad dove that sits alone in England, she has no delight. In vain the laughing girl will lean to greet her love with love-lit eyes. Down in some treacherous black ravine, clutching his flag, the dead boy lies. And many a moon and the sun will see. Lingering, wistful children wait to climb upon their father's knee, and in each house made desolate, a pale woman who have lost their lord will kiss the relics of the slain, some tarnished equolate, some sword, poor toys to soothe anguished pain. For not in quiet English fields are these our brothers lain to rest, where we might deck our broken shields with all the flowers and the dead love best. For some are by the Delhi walls, Delhi. I'm getting hungry. And many the Afghan land, and many where the Ganges fall. Through 7 mouths of shifting sands, and some in Russian waters lie, and others in the seas which are the portals to the east, or by the wind-swept heights of the Trafalgar. O wandering graves, O restless sleep, O silence of the sunless day, O ravine, O stormy deep, give up your prey, give up your prey. And thou whose wounds are never healed, whose weary race is never won, O Cromwell's England, must thou yield for every inch of ground a son. Go crown with thorns thy gold-crowned head, and change thy glad song to song of pain. Wind and wild wave have got thy dead, and will not yet yield them back again. Wave and wild wind and foreign shore possess the flower of English land, lips that thy lips shall kiss no more, hands that shall never clasp thy hand. What profit now that we have bound the whole round world with nets of gold, if hidden in our hearts is found the care that groweth never old? What profit that our galleys ride pine forest like on every main? Ruin and wreck are at our side, grim warders of the house of pain. Where are the brave and strong, the fleet? Where is our English chivalry? Wild grasses are their brutal sheet, and sobbing waves of serenity. O loved ones lying afar away, what word of love can dread lips send? O wasted dust, O senseless clay, is this the end, is this the end? Peace, peace, we wrong the noble dead, to vex their solemn slumber so. Through the childless and thorn-crowned head, up the steep road England must go. Yet when this fiery web is spun, her watchmen shall descry from far the young republic like a sun rise from these crimson seas of war.